Weird American laws.
Imagine this mouth-watering, finger-licking Saturday afternoon in the heart of Gainesville, Georgia, the self-proclaimed poultry capital of the world. The sun is shining, sweet tea is flowing, and the air is thick with the heavenly aroma of crispy, golden, perfectly seasoned fried chicken fresh from the fryer. You're sitting at a classic red and white checkered picnic table outside a famous local joint, a big bucket of juicy drumsticks, thighs, and wings in front of you. You pick up a perfectly crispy drumstick, but instead of diving in like a true Southerner, you politely pull out a shiny knife and fork, ready to cut it into elegant little pieces like you're at a five-star restaurant. You even dab your mouth with a napkin between bites. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a police officer appears like a food avenger, points straight at your plate, and says with a completely straight face, "Sir, put down the silverware immediately. In the city of Gainesville, Georgia, fried chicken must be eaten with your bare hands only. No forks, no knives, no fancy manners allowed. Hands only." You freeze, chicken grease already dripping down your fingers. "But officer, I was just trying to be civilized and not make a mess." The officer doesn't even crack a smile. Civilized or not, the law is clear. This is Gainesville, Georgia. Fried chicken is to be eaten with your hands. No exceptions, no cutlery, no excuses. Yes, this is a real, wonderfully ridiculous, and still technically enforceable law in Gainesville, Georgia. It is illegal to eat fried chicken with anything other than your bare hands. Stick around, we're diving deep into the greasy, hilarious, and delightfully Southern story
Subscribe and drop a like.
behind this finger-licking rule. Why did a whole city feel the need to ban forks and knives for fried chicken? Who decided that using silverware was an insult to Southern tradition? Is it still possible to get in trouble for it today? And what happens if you dare to eat your drumstick like a Yankee with proper cutlery? By the end of this video, you'll be laughing so hard you'll have chicken grease all over your screen. Welcome to Law Tunes USA, the channel that fearlessly drags America's strangest, dumbest, and most delicious laws into the spotlight with bright cartoons, savage satire, and non-stop laughs. Today's episode is extra crispy. Fried chicken only by hand in Gainesville, GA. Funny law. This law is a true Southern classic, born from pure pride in local food culture. It was supposedly passed years ago to protect the authentic, messy, sauce-dripping experience that makes Georgia fried chicken legendary. Lawmakers apparently decided that using knives and forks was not just improper, it was practically un-American and an insult to generations of Southern cooks who perfected the art of fried chicken. Maybe one council member once watched someone trying to eat chicken neatly with cutlery and was so horrified that he immediately drafted the law. Or perhaps they wanted to make sure tourists and locals alike fully embraced the glorious mess that is real Southern fried chicken. The wording is wonderfully straightforward. In the city of Gainesville, Georgia, fried chicken must be consumed using only bare hands. No utensils of any kind are permitted. No plastic forks from the takeout bag, no fancy silverware from home. Just you, the chicken, and your fingers getting gloriously greasy. Let's animate the glorious chaos for the cartoon. A happy family is gathered around a picnic table piled high with buckets of golden, crispy fried chicken. Everyone is laughing, sauce on their faces, happily eating with their hands like true Georgians. Then one guy, clearly an outsider, pulls out a shiny knife and fork and starts carefully cutting his drumstick into tiny, polite pieces. Suddenly, a police officer appears like a Southern food avenger. "Drop the fork, sir. Hands only in Gainesville." The man looks shocked, a single piece of chicken dangling from his fork. "But I was just trying to be civilized and not make a mess." The officer doesn't even crack a smile. Civilized or not, the law is clear. This is Gainesville, Georgia. Fried chicken is to be eaten with your hands. No exceptions, no cutlery, no excuses. Cut to the courtroom for maximum satirical comedy. The defendant stands there, still holding his offending fork, looking guilty and slightly greasy. The judge slams the gavel so hard the bench shakes. "You have been charged with eating fried chicken with utensils in the city of Gainesville. How do you plead?" The man shrugs nervously. "Not guilty, Your Honor. I was just trying to be neat and civilized." The prosecutor dramatically waves a fork in the air. "Your Honor, this is a direct attack on Southern tradition. He insulted the sacred fried chicken by treating it like fancy restaurant food." The defense lawyer pleads, "Objection! My client has delicate hands and didn't want to ruin his manicure." The judge sighs the deepest Southern sigh. "Guilty as charged. Fined $150.
Subscribe and drop a like.
And you are hereby sentenced to attend proper fried chicken etiquette class, where you will learn once and for all to eat like a real Georgian, with your bare hands, no excuses." The what-if scenarios are pure comedy gold. A fancy businessman in an expensive suit at a business lunch tries to eat fried chicken with knife and fork. Police show up mid-bite. "Sir, this is Gainesville. Hands only or we're taking you in." A tourist filming an elegant fried chicken fine dining video for Instagram gets interrupted by an officer. "Ma'am, that fork is illegal. Delete the footage." A sweet grandma carefully cutting her chicken with a plastic knife at a church picnic receives a polite but firm warning. "Even grandmas must use fingers here, ma'am." Kids at a birthday party using forks on chicken nuggets suddenly face a surprise police visit. Even the little ones must obey the fried chicken law. Even if this law is rarely enforced in full force today, most officers prefer not to ruin a good chicken dinner. It perfectly captures Gainesville's proud Southern identity and their fierce protection of food traditions. After all, this is the poultry capital of the world. They take their chicken very, very seriously. Bonus ridiculously funny Georgia and Southern laws. Fried chicken must be eaten by hand in Gainesville, today's greasy champion. Other quirky rules about Sunday sales, peach regulations, and proper barbecue etiquette. Georgia clearly loves its food laws almost as much as it loves its fried chicken. Gainesville may be small, but when it comes to protecting the sacred art of eating fried chicken, they don't mess around. So here's the final verdict, dripping with sarcasm and sweet tea. Is it illegal to eat fried chicken with a fork or knife in Gainesville, Georgia? Technically, yes. The law is still sitting there like a perfectly seasoned drumstick. Practically, you probably won't get arrested for using a plastic fork, but why risk becoming the next Law Tunes star getting a ticket for improper chicken consumption? Next time you find yourself in Gainesville with a big bucket of hot fried chicken, do the right thing. Roll up your sleeves, forget the silverware, dig in with both hands, and embrace the glorious mess. That's the true Georgia way. If this greasy, finger-licking story made you laugh until you snorted, made you hungry, or made you want to immediately order fried chicken, hands only, smash that like button right now. Subscribe to Law Tunes USA and hit the bell for daily animated weird law madness. Comment below, what's the silliest food law you've ever heard from your state or country? I read every single comment and love the chaos you bring. Until next time, stay curious, stay legal, and always eat your fried chicken with your bare hands in Gainesville. See you in the next one.